Hello, this is your channel, Sosa NASA 1. I am the electromechanic engineer Emmanuel, and now I'm going to show you how to use this digital multimeter. Each mode inside this digital multimeter, now we are going to know how to use to measure or test. In this case, this in my hand is a digital multimeter. This is an electronic item which we can use to measure or test electric or electronic items. This is very useful for know which is the problem in one electric item, for example, one television, one laptop, one cell phone. With this item, we can measure the components inside the electronic item and know which is the problem for solve the problem. And now we are going to watch how to use each mode of this digital multimeter. First, we need to know which are the parts of this digital multimeter. This is the screen. Here we watch all the information that the digital multimeter detects using this test probe. This part is the selector. We use this selector to choose the mode. Each mode is for measure different things or test different things. For example, now we are going to know each mode. These letters means the name of the mode, and this white line tell me which part we can select with the selector inside the mode. For example, these letters means direct current voltage, and this mode starts in this point with this white line and end in this point. These numbers inside the mode means the levels that this digital multimeter can measure inside this mode. For example, this is voltage, but this voltage means a voltage from, for example, a battery like this. This is direct current voltage. This battery contains inside direct current voltage. And this battery too. For example, this is a 9 volts battery and contains direct current voltage. I can measure the real voltage from this battery using a digital multimeter like this. If I choose one level inside this mode. Now, this is altered current voltage. This is the voltage that we can use in the house, in the office, in the work. For example, this is a power outlet, and this power outlet has altered current voltage. If I want to know how many volts has this power outlet, I only need to choose all these levels inside this mode. This mode is for measure the voltage from a power outlet like this. And inside this mode, we are watching 200 volts or 750 volts. This is the voltage level inside the mode. And this mode starts here from this yellow line and ends here. The other mode of this digital multimeter is this. This mode is for measure batteries of 1.5 volts or 9 volts. For example, this battery is a battery of 1.5 volts, like we are watching now, for example here. If I want to know if this battery has enough energy, I only need to choose this mode with this selector. I can too measure the voltage from a battery like this. This is a 9 volts battery. I can test this kind of battery too in this mode. This other mode in the digital multimeter is direct current amps. This is for measure current from 200 microamps to 200 milliamps. And the name of this mode is direct current amps in this case. And how I know which are the levels inside this mode is very easy. Only watch the green line from here to here. And these are the limits inside the mode. This mode too is for measure current, but in this case we can measure current of amps, not milliamps or microamps. In this case we can measure only amps from 0 to 10 amps in this case. For use this mode, we need to connect the test probe here, the red test probe here, only for use this mode. For use all the other modes of this digital multimeter, we need to connect the red test probe here. But if I want to measure current from 0 to 10 amps, for example, I need to change this connector from this to this point. Let's continue. This is for transistors, for test electric transistors. And for use this mode, we choose with the selector this mode and connect the transistor here, depending of if the transistor is NPN or PNP, depending of the transistor class. This is for test LED light. I mean lighting emitting diode, LED. This is for test if this kind of light is working or not, power on or not. This is for electric resistance from 200 ohms to 2000 kilo ohms or 2 million ohms in this case. These numbers inside the mode are the limit that this digital multimeter can measure. For example, if I choose 20 kilo ohms, this means the digital multimeter will only measure ohms up to 20 kilo ohms. Now, this part is very important. These spaces is for connect the test probe. I mean, for example, this. These are the test probe. Watch here. For connect something to the digital multimeter, we need these cables. These cables are the test probe. This part is for connect to the digital multimeter, and this is for connect all the things, electric or electronic things, that we are going to test or measure using this digital multimeter. These test probes detect the energy from the things we are testing or measure. Now, for use the digital multimeter, we need to connect the test probe. Depending of the mode I choose, I'm going to connect this here or here. For example, the black, this is the negative, and this is the positive. These colors we only use in direct current voltage and direct current amps. In current and this kind of voltage, we only use this. The black is the negative and the red is the positive. Now, connect the black here in COM. COM is the common point. And this is the positive. The positive, for use almost all the modes, we must connect the connector here. But if I want to measure current from 0 amps to 10 amps, I must disconnect here and connect here. Only for this mode. For all the other modes, I only need to connect this here and it's ready. Now, for turn on this digital multimeter here, and now we watch the numbers. The numbers here is 000. It's because now I don't have anything connected to the test probe, like we are watching now. And it's normal, watch 000. Now, we are going to use this digital multimeter to do 2 or 3 examples for watch how to use the modes. In this case, the first mode that we are going to use now is direct current voltage. In this case, I want to measure how many volts has this battery inside. The first step is read on the battery. Let me see, read on the battery. Read on the battery, 1.5 volts, more or less, here. This is the normal voltage of this battery. This means now I'm going to choose here in direct current voltage mode. This is 2 volts. This is 20 volts. In this case, the current is choose 2000 millivolts. This means 2 volts. This means now the digital multimeter will measure from 0 volts to 2 volts. Now the digital multimeter is ready. Now touch, depending of the color and the positive or negative. For example, here, let me see, here, this is the positive. This is the positive on the battery. And the other is the negative. Now, touch the black, that is the negative, with the battery negative and the positive here. And now watch the digital multimeter screen. Now we are watching 1594 millivolts. This means 1.59 volts, more or less. This means this battery is full of charge, has enough energy inside, because the normal voltage inside the battery is 1.5 volts. And now we are watching 1.59 volts. This number is higher than the number that we did read on the battery. And this means this battery is okay, is good, is in good condition. Now, if I want to measure the other battery, this is a 9 volts battery. How I know? Very easy. Only watch here, 9 volts. With this information now, I need to change the voltage limit in this case, because 9 volts is higher than 2 volts. In this case, we are going to choose 20 volts, because 20 volts is higher than 9 volts. And this means that in this level, this digital multimeter can measure all the voltage below this number. Now, let's connect the test probe to the battery. In this case, let me see, this is the positive here. This means the red in the positive and the black in the negative. In this way. Okay. Now watch the digital multimeter screen. In this case, we are watching 9.61 volts. This means this battery is full of charge, because this number is higher than 9 volts. And this means this battery is in excellent condition. Now, disconnect. And now we are going to use other modes of this digital multimeter. In this case, we are going to measure altered current voltage. In this case, we are going to choose the higher number inside the mode. The higher limit is 750 volts. The reason of do this is because I don't know how many volts has this power outlet. And how I don't know how many volts has this, the better is choose the higher level or the higher limits inside the mode. This we can use in the other mode that we measure something. If you don't know the number, choose the higher number inside the mode, or here, or here, or here. Now, I have here a power outlet. This is alternate current voltage. And now, I'm going to introduce. In this case, the negative or the positive don't matter in this case, because in this kind of voltage, don't use the negative or positive. It doesn't exist. This means I can connect this in this way, or I can connect this in this way. Now, let's connect this. Ready. Now we are watching here 118 volts. This means this power outlet is working correctly in this case. This is the voltage from this power outlet now in this moment. If I change, for example, I do this and introduce again the test probe inside, is the same. This number on the digital multimeter screen always is positive. like we are watching now. It doesn't matter how I connect this. In this way or in this way. In this way or in this way is the same. Now we are watching that this power outlet is working correctly. And the last test in this case is with this LED. Now let's to set up this digital multimeter. In this case, for test this kind of light, we must choose here this mode. This mode is for test light emitting diode or LED light. This is very easy. In this case, this digital multimeter screen won't show me information. In this case, this mode is only for power on the LED. If the LED power on is good, if the LED don't power on is bad, but the LED has polarity. This means this LED has positive or negative. This means that we need to use these colors for test this LED. If I connect in a wrong way, the LED won't power on. For this test, I need to turn off the light in these two because I need to watch if the LED is on or not. And for do this, it's very easy. Here, I'm going to touch here. Here, I'm going to touch here and here. And watch if the LED is on or not. No. Now change the polarity and touch here and touch here. And now it's working. Let's turn off the light. And now connect again. Now, like we are watching now, here, the LED is working. Yeah, it's working. If I connect other, it's working. Now let's to test other. Touch one point and touch the other point. Yeah. Now let's to test other. Yeah, it's working. Now let's to test other. It's working. In this case, these light emitting diodes are working all correctly in this case. This mode is for test if these light emitting diodes are working or not. This is all for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe in our channel Susana Sawan in English here. Each Saturday we publish a new videos. And thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel Susana Sawan in English and activate the notification bell to receive the notification every Saturday of new videos.